if you're like me and if you bought a house and you know the ins and out of buying your first house, the next occurrence will come into be like, wow, this unit is so bare and I need to design this. I need to like hire interior designers. And if you're like me, you're not sure what to do, and this is the podcast that will be helping you. And if you're listening, if you're watching this from YouTube, you can see who the guest is already. So this is a podcast for those who are looking to hire an interior designers. These are the ins and outs of what to be done and what not to be done in the whole process. So we'll bring you along throughout the thing. So stick around for the end of the video as well, so we have some juicy bits to share with you. So without further ado, guests, please introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm an interior designer. I own a design firm called Rainforest Design Studio. Yeah.
So how long have you been in the industry?
Oof, how long? Never really counted, but I would say somewhere around 8 years mark now.
8 years?
Yeah.
Wow, another 2 more years for a decade already.
I know, it's been a while.
Okay, so take us along your journey. Like, because you say you're running a design studio by yourself. Of course, it's not like you graduate and then you suddenly open your own studio. You have to go through a few different adventures or journeys to yourself. Could you walk us through that?
Yeah, I mean, I was afraid honestly, to open up a firm because there's a lot of commitments, right? But after years, you kind of like, this is kind of a bit repetitive. You know, I want something a bit more fun, more creative. So I decided, okay, let's just take the jump and just open up my own so that I can have a bit more like creative freedom to like play around with what I want. So I started off quite simple, just after graduates, look for a job. Oh no, I went overseas first.
Okay,
Yeah.
immediately after graduate?
No, after graduates, I kind of work some side jobs, like creative jobs here and there. For
Creative
like,
as in means what?
anything really.
Really?
So okay.
Oh yeah, I just remember she's a singer, by the way.
Okay, that's
later
if I ever get fired for interior design, that's gonna be my side
That's your
job.
backup plan, right?
Yeah. So good enough when I started in college, right? We collect a lot of skills, and then we want money. So like we did graphic design jobs, like doing 3D renderings for small companies. Just earn a little bit lah. So they get to go party.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's, by the way, if you guys know her, she's very chill. Like, she's going through midlife crisis as what we talked about.
I don't call it a midlife crisis. I call it embracing the slow life. Okay.
She's not like we, like very opposite already.
Yeah,
For me, it's like hustle.
I was gonna say. So the thing about interior design in Malaysia specifically is like, it's a lot of the hustle culture. So you spam a lot. So it's a lot about the quantity. So for me, I want to focus on the quality because to me it's very sacred. So that's why I kind of take a step back and want to look at things in a different perspective. I want to create something that's different with the market.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question for you. Right now, I just recently bought a property. For the sake of this conversation, I recently bought a property. It's super bare uni right now, and you're an interior designer. I'm trying to engage with you.
Yeah.
Would you please run me through from the start till the end? What are the things that we'll be expecting?
Expecting
like the
interest
process
from-
of works.
Okay. So like what you need to prepare.
Yes.
So usually, okay, you got a unit. For example, right now, people might get somewhere around 900 square feet to like 1,000 plus square feet condo. Then
Yeah, for the sake of the benefit, let's make it our example a condo, not a landed house.
Yeah, condo, right? So I will usually ask, how much money are you willing to spend?
No, that one you keep it our
Yeah.
next question. So the
Yeah.
money part will come to the next part, but yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, but that's going to be something that you need to keep in the back of your mind because that's going to define a lot of the things that you can play around with, right? And then I want to renovate my house. So you need to think about, okay, who's going to be in it? So I think a lot of the brainstorming process of what do you visualize in this space? What do you need in this space? Like, for example, some people like it chill, like it simple. Some people like it really like, I have a lot of stuff. I want to stuff it. So I need a lot of storage. So start thinking about the stories that you want for this house, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. And practical sides, like I say, budgeting and not much of documents so that you would get settled by engaging a designer. So they will figure it out for you, and they will let you know what kind of documents you need to prepare. Yeah.
Is it like, do I have to talk to a particular designer of that company, or I can just approach a company and they will direct me to a designer?
So usually, depends, because it depends on the scale of the company. But for example, I would say, let's say a 10 people firm. You engage the company, they will filter out and tell you like which kind of designer are suitable for your needs. Yeah. So they have different tiers, I would say. And they have different people who are more capable at providing services for different tiers.
Is it like, do they choose based on like the pricing structure first, or like the design?
It depends
Language of
on
it.
the company. They either can be from the budget side, because some are more capable in providing like luxury designs or like boutique designs, bespoke. Some are really good at just playing around with getting resources to make it really budget friendly, but at the same time it's wow, you know. So yeah, it depends on the company how they play, and what they are more familiar with, I would say.
So how long does it take, like let's say the condo run, right, to be completed?
It can be from a month to 3 months or even 6 months.
Wow.
So
6
if you
months.
put into perspective, it's like 1 month you kind of get a simple, you have like a bit of stuff, the kitchen done, maybe a few wardrobes. Then the rest are just furnitures, right?
Oh, even IDs do furnitures as well.
I mean, we would definitely recommend, because it's like
Okay.
a whole picture, right? It's like an artwork.
okay,
You don't just paint one side and then the other side, okay, you do it yourself. Lah. Then the painting will be weird already, right?
Okay,
Unless
okay.
the client has really good taste.
Okay.
Then we'll say, okay, you paint this corner. But if not, we will still do the recommendations.
That's crazy. I thought actually furnitures come from the person, the client lah, basically.
Sometimes it is, because some people, they might want to bring from their previous homes. So that's also one of the things that they need to prepare. They need to let us know that, oh, I have a few of these furnitures that I want to put in this space. So tell us the sizes of the furniture, what it looks like, you know. And yeah, also like the layouts of your property. So we need to take measurements. Yeah, but those always comes after you engage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the sake of this conversation, let's say we engage, we agree on a price already. What is the next step afterwards?
Actually, the engaging part is not so much on agreeing on the price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the price comes later on, is it?
Later, much later. Even as a designer, we engage, right? Because it's like two-way. I always call this as engaging design is like speed dating.
Speed dating.
Yeah, speed dating. So on speed dating, at the first meetup, you kind of like AA lah. We test out the water first, ma. So depends who want to give a bit more, you know. Sometimes the guys want to pay for the meal, sometimes not, depending on the vibe. So in speed dating, you're just trying to feel out each other and see whether this conversation is going to go and is it going to flow with this partnership. So yeah, that's how I would put it.
I don't know. I always thought like pricing always comes first, you know.
So what would you expect to see when you
like
are doing speed dating?
let's say I don't know, speed looks.
Okay.
Yeah, the first thing is the
glance,
looks.
right?
Yeah, the looks. Yeah.
You're like, whether this person, like, do I want to look at this person for the next few months? Like, do I want to deal with this
Yeah.
person?
So
Right.
I mean, in like let's say business terms, price always come first lah. Unless you know, I already know the pricing structure, what I'm able to afford. Then I will look for the other part, which is what's their ideas, what's their creativity.
Yeah,
those kind of
that's the
things.
thing that a lot of people think about. But I think that limits down to a lot of opportunities, you know, because pricing, there's so much in the market, right? Okay, let's say you want to set at 50,000, okay? There are so many options. So how do you pick point for that? Then what if there's someone at the 80,000 point that is willing to do for you? Then you limit yourself towards a certain level already. Yeah. So,
So I also did like a few research beforehand of this podcast, and I realized that we actually have to like pay certain government authorities even to do like interior designing, which is baffling for me because I bought the house. Why would I ask the government authority what to do inside the house? So could you like walk us through what are the authorities think that we need to do and be aware of?
so if we put in condo perspective, right? Actually, it's not that bad. Condo
Okay.
is okay. Because majority of the fees, you just need to handle it with the management. Okay?
The fees
Yeah.
for the management.
Yeah.
Why would the management get money from?
Okay. So you're not really paying the management.
Okay.
It's just that you're doing something towards the property, right?
Okay.
And the fee, okay, we call it a deposit for the management. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess you heard of this? No.
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 What? I think this is baffling for me. Why would I pay deposit for the management?
Yeah. So because you're doing renovation at your floor,
Okay.
but then you're linked to other floors. And
Okay.
your hallways and everything that outside is all the property lah.
Okay,
not
like the
yours
general
lah.
area lah.
You don't own that lah.
Oh, so the deposit is just to cover if anything happens.
Correct.
Ah.
Yeah. If anything happens that is affecting, because they have also their ground rules. They have a
Okay.
set of rules they will send to you. Basically, they will provide you a paper lah. Say this one cannot.
So this deposit is handled by who? The owner or the ID firms?
What do you think?
I feel like ID firm. Because
Okay.
no meh?
So the ID, so no lah. I would just say no.
Okay, shit. Wow. Okay.
Because the property is yours, ma. And then to decide how much you want it to be done, at the end of the day, all the decisions is done by who? I cannot force
owner,
you to
yeah,
pay.
that's
I
true.
cannot force you to do something that you're not willing to. You're gonna kill me. You're gonna sue me, right?
Okay.
So, at
So
the
who
end-
handles this payment actually? Do you code it one shot? Or like, okay, you done already, the owners are responsible to pay the deposit by themselves?
So far, based on a few attempts, is the best way is the client handle itself.
Got it.
Because you're gonna be staying there. You have to deal with this management when you are staying there.
Got it.
So, if they were to handle your refund, you get a refund once you've done your renovation, blah blah blah. They already check everything okay, then they will refund back to you. So your one more smoother. Why need to go to another third party to handle it?
More cleaner lah.
And Malaysia standard, the more you chase, right, the more the more you have a good relationship with the management, most likely they will do it faster for you. So remember,
Malaysia boleh.
that could be one of the advice lah.
Okay.
Be nice to your management.
Okay. So what else do we need to be considerate of, like any authorities other than the management?
So for example, I done one project previously. The client really insisted of wanting to turn a balcony space, right, into an indoor space. So that's gonna affect the whole facade of the whole building, and it's in like a very high end residentials in central KL. So they're gonna be fussy about it for sure.
Yep.
But the client say, I do not care. No matter how much it is, I'm gonna spend because I want that.
Oh, deep pockets.
It took years, man.
Years.
I don't even know whether it's done now, but it took years to get it done because
Oh.
you have to go through so many approvals. One, the architects, the local authorities.
Okay.
and you don't
Local. When
even
you say
know.
local authorities, like who?
It depends, on area. So that's like DBKL and BSJ, those kind.
Oh. Like they all have to approve.
Yeah.
Like this one can be done.
Yeah.
What if they say it's structurally non-possible?
Okay, so you will get architects or structural engineers to prove it. They have to endorse it.
Okay.
So you also have to pay them. Yeah.
To endorse it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like bribing, isn't it?
No. Endorsement is they have to actually check it out and see whether it is a doable thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
So even like what about hacking walls in a
Hacking
condo?
walls. So nowadays they're a bit more smart about it. They already let you know what walls can be hacked, what can't be hacked, or they could even provide options like, okay, you want this wall to be hacked? There's options lah. We will hack it for you first before delivering to you. So they make it quite smooth and easy now, and they will always provide a document. I don't know if you know this, but whenever you buy a house, they will provide you with the M&E, the plumbing.
Yep.
Yeah, which wall is hackable?
Yep.
Which one is the bearing wall? Yeah.
So that means I don't have to pay for any authorities. Let's say when I got the unit, it's still how it is when they give out when we VP the unit lah. But let's say years later I want to hack the wall. Do I need to update the authorities? Hey, my property has been hacked. This is a new layout.
If it's a minimal work to be done, it's okay.
Okay.
But it very much depends on that location. Some can be, especially with older housing, they can be very fussy. Newer housing, they have their own set of rules when they started the project. So, very, very grey lah.
So how long how long does it take to get this in order? Does it varies according to each projects? Like the one you say 1 year?
Yeah, depending on the skill and depending on the complexity. So the most complex one is where you see buildings where they hacked out everything and then they rebuild.
Oh, really leak out.
Yeah. Those gonna take a while lah, because they need a lot of they need the architecturals, the engineer approval, and then go through a bunch of processes. Yeah.
Okay. So here, just to make the audience a bit more structured, would you give us a checklist of what to have or what to do before engaging an ID? So this is where we come to the money part lah.
Okay. If I were to put in a checklist, 1, budget, think about it. And then 2, your requirements for the space. How many people staying in it? You have children, no children, home office. So walk the designer through what would you expect to live like. Tell us your lifestyle, right?
Or really have like a interview session really?
Yeah. That's what we call it a consultation.
Got it.
A design consultation is pretty much just the client is allowed to blabber what they want for that space without any limitation yet.
Is a consultation charged or just like anyone can just come in and ask?
I mean, we do free.
Oh, so there is free consultation?
There is free consultation. Because consultation is just about us having a conversations about, what works, what doesn't work, what you need. And then we will provide the solutions. And then that comes with a fee lah.
So how does the pricing structure actually works? Is it like separated by, okay, this is my ID fee and this is the labor cost and these are the products or materials that you requested? Is it something like that or is it just like one lump sum kind of thing?
Not really one lump sum. So for me, I kind of separate into 2 tiers. So one is, for example, you needed, we call it a bit more of a bespoke project. You want it to be all designer planned out, we have to look into all the details. So those kind of projects, we will do it in a design consultant way. So my design consultant means that you already engage us, you confirm, and then we set up a fee that's by per square feet of the areas that you want to design. So for example, 900 square feet times a certain amount.
Okay.
So those going to include like the visuals. You get to see what it looks like in real life.
As it means like you will 3D design.
Correct.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. So 3D nowadays is getting much more,
AI.
especially with AI enhancements.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like you don't
Make
even
it
know.
as real as possible.
Yeah. Let's say I put a few pictures. Say, okay, you make it a 360. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. That's a good idea, by the way. You're inspired. Okay. Yeah, and then you get to see the layout planning, like how the space is gonna be like, how much stuff you can fit in it, what kind of furniture you can get. So those are kind of covered in the design stages.
So that is during the first phase of the thing.
First phase.
Okay.
And then with that is also putting in consideration on how much this is gonna cost, like this design gonna cost. Yeah.
So what about like during building part 1? Do you guys charge for like every time you go see? Because I've seen some ID, they do site visits.
Yeah.
Like, is that charged as well?
So there's 2 types. The site visit, there was always the first one where you just go there and kind of have a sense of the space and you have to look
together
at,
with the owner, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
together with an owner. Then you look at, is there anything that is, we call it a defect, which is something to be concerned about. Let's say the most common one is leaking,
Okay.
plumbing issues,
Alright.
or some bad wiring jobs from previous. I would say this is for sub-sales
Okay,
houses.
older
lah.
houses lah.
Older houses. But condo usually is quite straightforward because they got it all prepared.
It's quite
nicely
new lah.
already. Yeah. So, but sometimes even new projects, you get defects, right? Yeah. So we will kind of have to eye it out and then let the owner know, okay, this one, you can tell your management to handle it for you first. So, that's one of the things. You go with the client and then if anything that you saw, because they always have a period of defect.
Yep.
Period.
I think we covered this last podcast.
Yeah.
It's about like 1 year or 2 year, depending on the developers actually.
You mean the
defect
periods that they allow?
yes.
Yeah, but for them to get the job done usually takes about
That's forever lah.
1 month, 3 months,
Yeah.
depending on how much you need to get it done. So I would say the best time to engage is when you have already done maybe like a 1 round defect.
Okay. After you sort out your developer part, then engage the ID lah.
Because when we come in, we get to just pinpoint the major one.
Okay.
The not major one, the minor one actually. The major one is already done, already settled. Yeah. And then you have to pay for that because they handle it for you
Okay. But then again, do clients have to, do they pay for the site visit as well? Or is
For
it part of the
us-
package?
For us, no. Within Klang Valley, no. Unless it's like an overseas, because that has to cover a bit of travel costs lah.
So how long do you do site visit? Like how many times throughout the
Throughout the project.
yeah.
So I have a project manager that's fully, focused on running the projects. He usually runs about at least 1 to 3 times
A day?
per week.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No lah. One day you will make sure that you get
Yep.
things sorted out before you leave lah. Yeah.
So I thought I don't know, from my perspective I thought it's like, okay, if you complete throughout, let's say you complete kitchen already, okay, then you go site visit. Then you're going to move on to the next area, which is like living room or the room. You go site visit as well. I thought that's how you do it by stages.
When the carpenters come in, right, or even any stage of the project, they all run coherently.
Sorry?
Everything runs together. You might have carpentry going on.
Oh shit, really?
Of course. Or else
Wow, but
how would we
then-
squeeze in the time? You
Wow,
one step,
that,
one
mean,
step.
that means if someone doing lighting or wiring, right, and then carpeting at the same time, they really have to like talk to each other, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lighting and carpentries, okay, I wouldn't say they come together. There are different stages that they come in at. But there are times where they will interconnect. Yeah. So to manage the team is also part of the design
Project
work.
work,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
So you have to know how to dance around with that when this person comes in. If it's able to squeeze in another worker to come in and they're not going to overlap.
Okay. So then we talked about before and during. What about after? Like let's say the design is done. What's the process like?
So after you have completed, or let's say the renovations is completed, right? So we will do a round of somehow like a defect checking. It's similar
Okay,
like when you get a
okay.
house. So
Right.
you will go around with the client and you look at things and they will pinpoint certain things that they are not satisfied with. Because it's not perfect. I wouldn't say because it's workmanship, right? There are certain things that might not be perfect. And it depends on how much the client can accept the little things. So then we will go through and then we will walk them through, like let's say certain things are a bit more tricky to operate, walk them through it. And then once they are okay, then we hand over the projects to the client.
So here's a question I want to ask. Like if let's say, because design technically is diving into a very subjective perspective of it. Because you cannot say like you might like the design but I won't like it. Like you say like craftsmanship. What if like let's say I'm the client, I looked at the craftsmanship, I don't like it. Do I have to pay for it or it's absorbed into the designer's cost?
Okay. So back to the speed dating thing.
Yep.
So you're in a relationship right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you already engaged, already settled, okay, together. So in a household, right, you have your way of doing things, I have my way of doing things. And sometimes we will clash.
Okay.
So what do you do in that sense?
If it's a girl, I mean, if I'm a guy, then it's a girl, I'll say, you win, lo. But if it's the other way around,
that
the
might be
girl
your
win,
way,
lo.
lah, right? Your way might be respecting the other parties. Okay, this time you win. Okay, maybe that. Some might be, no, I'm right. You are right also. Then all never ends. So the best way to do it is, as a designer, we are there to problem solve, right? So we have to look at it in all perspectives lah. Okay, what is really the cause of it? Is it really make sense that what you are asking about? So we'll go through that and then we will try to work it out lah. Discuss with the client, see what's the best outcome that we can come with. I have a project once where I literally have to give in. I had to remove the whole set of cabinets and do it for free for them.
What was the reason?
So we do plannings process, right? All of the process is gone through with the client.
Yep.
Then some of the positions was, for example, it's a fridge.
Okay.
We put it in a place where it's the fridge is not meant to be a integrated fridge.
Okay.
So I don't know if you notice there are certain fridge they like to put it inside the cabinet. No?
Yep.
Yeah. So only a few types of fridge that's suitable for it.
Got it.
Yeah. If it's not suitable one, you'll see they will leave a very big gap next to
Yep.
it. Because you need to give space for the fridge to open up, right? So we did enough for the fridge to open. But it's not open until besar. It's just like, okay, like
Halfway
that.
lah.
Halfway lah.
Okay.
You can still utilize everything. Cannot. She doesn't agree. It's like, I bought this fridge because I can access it like this. Now I cannot. Then we're like,
But then again,
Alamak.
yeah, but then again, isn't that technically kind of like the client's fault? Because you guys went through like you say, you have like site visit and tiers and like a process ma. So that's why it baffles me, because sometimes craftsmanship is a very subjective thing. So let's say because I did some research, that came across a few stories about like the way, because I know some paintings are like there's like a design, you need a particular
like a texture
hand.
paints,
Texture paint, and I don't like it. But you promised me it looks like this, but when I look at it, it doesn't look like it. So does that means I have to pay for it to make it look what you promised, or you have to pay for it?
Yeah. So depending on the situation, if I want to be very fussy and be a bitch about it, I'll say, can I see that?
Okay.
So
don't worry, it's very vulgar on this
yeah.
podcast.
So if I want to be a bitch about it, I can actually pull out all that documentations and confirmations from previously. But then at the end of the day, what we wanted for the client is that, you have a house that you feel really comfortable in. And maybe that thing to them, it's really important because, honestly, the kitchen was one of the major parts of the design for them.
Yep.
So we will put into consideration and see if it's really a reasonable request, and is it something that we can cover for. It's going to hurt a bit, definitely, because that's like a huge chunk to be redone.
And some more cabinet, it's not cheap.
But then at the end of the day, client satisfaction, I would say. Yeah, that would be our priority also.
So if you guys, listening, I mean, don't be a bitch lah, talk it out, like you said, like speed dating, you are in a relationship for the temporary small period.
You don't always want to be in a fight with your partner, right? You want it to be lovey, honeymoon, all that, right?
Okay, so like you say, right, so partners, we need to look out for, right, as an experience as you. Is there any red flags that you can share with the audience to look out for when engaging an ID?
So red flags, I would say it's where you feel uncertain. Speed dating again.
Okay.
When you meet this person, you find this person a bit like pelik, why a bit somewhere not right.
Okay.
Once you feel that, okay, start asking questions lah, right? Ask questions where you get to know more about that person. But if that design firm is not providing you the answers that you're looking for, or they are like very manipulative, not straight to the point.
Okay. Like dodge the questions.
Yeah, they will say like, can. Sure can one. But they never provide anything that is real. They only just say can. Those are the things to look out for. Especially people who are looking for very budgeted. So you see market rate is around this, right? And suddenly you got one person that is like, oh, I can do this for very, very cheap only one.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if let's say I'm a new person, right? How will I know what is the market rate? Because in my brain... Okay, because I have people I know before. I know the rough market range for a certain type of properties. But most of the audience out there, they baru engaging an ID firm. Is there like a website we can check what's the market rate?
There actually is. So I have a few I could recommend. So these are the one that's a bit more popular in Malaysia. You can always head to like Canvas or like Atap. So they are the...
I'll link it in the description below, so you find it out.
Atap Canvas, hit me up.
We asked for a sponsorship, then we both of us get ready.
No, but this one is like everyone is in the interior design industry knows about them lah. So they collect design firms. They help us to make it more easy for clients like you mentioned to know. So they will mention like a budget, and then you get to see the visual of the project, and then you even know what's the square feet going to be like. So that's a good way to kickstart as a research. So they spend this much for this kind of design. Okay. So if I have this much, what would it look like? You can go and have a look.
Okay. What other red flags do you have? Other than you're being very like dodging the bullet, these kind of things.
Second one is, let's say you have already engaged. You didn't really sense any red flags in the beginning. The quotations.
Okay.
Yeah, quotations, are they transparent? So transparent means that, is it like you get to know what material you're using? You get to know what kind of sizes you're getting.
Oh, they will lay it out in the quotation, is it?
We do lah, because
like
we want
super detailed.
I wouldn't say super detailed, because some we need to leave a bit of leeway for, there might be changes in between.
Okay, got it.
Right? If I was super like lawyer like that, I list out A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you only get this. You cannot get anything beyond this.
I understand.
Then it's like, very not humane. So for me, I leave it a little bit more flexible. So if the changes is something that I can accept, or in terms of money side lah, then I was like, okay, never mind, we'll handle it. Yeah. If not, then we will communicate. Okay, this one might be out of our budget if you want to change this. Yeah. Are you willing to top up for this? So it becomes a bit more conversational lah, instead of just like I give you a piece of paper, now you sign. Yeah.
But is there any way, like let's say, during the renovation is like ongoing halfway, and I feel like the interior designer is like really not doing a good job, as it means like managing the property, or even like, I look at the design, it's not like what you promised me. Is there a legal way to fire them and get compensated back for their job that they've been doing?
Fortunately, I have never experienced that before.
Good.
So I do not.
That means you're doing a good job.
I do not like actually know what they need to go through. But if you were to ask me, in that perspective lah, if I was a client and I engaged a designer, then I'm not happy with the job, right? I think the first one definitely is talk it out first, right? You don't have to go all legal and stuff. Talk it out first. Be very communicative, openly about what is not right. Because honestly, any design firm, right? Let's say if they really do a shit job lah. If you were to communicate what is the thing that is shitty, they have to figure out a way to settle that. If they do not want to settle it, okay, that is another case.
Okay.
If they do not want to settle it, then you might have to go legal lah.
Okay. So there isn't like a clause to it lah.
There is.
Oh, there is. Shit, okay.
Depend. Every design quotations, right? They should have a clause at the back. So you have to read through what they cover, what they do not cover.
Okay.
Yeah, they also have to protect themselves.
Oh, so that means that there is a clause to say, okay, I don't want to engage with you anymore. This is how much I need to pay for you to get out.
So usually is the clause is, if you wish to terminate somewhere between, you have to cover a certain amount of fees.
Okay.
So for example,
Makes
this one
sense.
is done. Then you pay for this, then we leave.
Okay.
That is I think consider a win-win lah. So you can go and find someone else to continue. And then, I actually met. I done a project previously that was because of this.
Oh shit! Okay.
So
Story time.
The client, she had a quite a large project in Bangsa, and she engaged with I think an architect firm, whatever lah. So they've been doing the design work for years, because it's like a very large building, right?
Yep.
And then they figure out the interior side, they are not very good. They are not very good at it. And the client starts to feel a bit like, because she really, really wanted this space to be some place she hangs with the family, then that's where she came to me. So I went and I would look at it, I'm like, oh.
So you took over mid-project lah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not the most recommended, because you have to work with the previous ones, right? It's like when you walk into other people's territory,
Yep.
then they'll be like,
yeah.
why are you here?
Oh, you think you're better than me, is it?
Yeah. And especially with architects, they are a bit more veteran.
Yep.
Definitely. The one that can do such skills, I'm very veteran. And I one person go there, I'm like, why am I here?
True.
But then I went there and I was like, I look at all the stuff, I'm like, how is this done like that way?
So that means you took over the project, that means half of the interior is already done.
The structural sides.
Got
So
it.
I made it really clear. I do not want to touch structural, because I also want to respect the architects. They have planned out and done a lot of work for that property. So I said, okay, I come in, I make magic lah. I make do with whatever that is already done.
Make it nicer lah.
You just hand me over with what you have already planned out, and then I will take over from there.
Got it.
So we want to make a straight cut, so they don't get overlap lah.
Okay. But is there any licensing requires to be an ID firm and a ID designers? Because I heard a lot of because I did a lot of research on Reddit. There was a lot of horror stories about because of the entry point is so easy to be an ID designer and an ID firm.
Correct.
There's not a lot of legality to it, because even as a real estate agent, have a certain legality to be a certified real estate agent. Is there anything similar to that, to be an ID and an ID firm?
For now, actually, no. I mean, realistically anyone can just open up.
Damn.
But we have to be the certified interior designer. So we do have a I don't know what it's called. It's like you have to be certified. So
Okay.
we get it usually after we finish our schooling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Certified by who actually?
I forgot the name. Oh shit.
Is it a governing body of Malaysia or governing body of IDs?
IDs.
IDs
So,
around the world lah, basically.
Malaysia, I would
Malaysia,
say
okay.
that there's a specific organizations that is for Malaysians interior designers.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's another one with, I think it's a CIDB. That one is for constructions.
Oh, no, that one is different lah.
Yeah.
But what about like running an ID firm? Because nowadays you can see a lot of small like 2-man team, 3-man teams ID firms
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on. Is there a particular license other than SSM?
No.
No, it's just SSM lah.
Yeah.
Damn. So I mean,
But that's something to be looked into, to be honest. That's why the good part about it is there's a lot of freedom for startups to do their own thing.
yep.
But then also it creates this, like you say lah, there's too many coming
Yeah.
out in the moment. So that's definitely something I wish that there's someone to do differently.
Because
Filter
that'll
out.
be like a very horror story for me. Like if let's say I'm a client engaging an ID firm, maybe their price a bit cheaper than what I expected. But you know, cheap, can done lah. Okay lah, do it for me lah. Halfway through they run away. So that's like a very horror story for me.
Yeah. So one of the thing that I would say not really red flag, but to look out for is that you check their profile lah, right?
Like previous works they done lah, basically.
Previous work that done, like how are they showing up in Malaysia? Are they anywhere? That's why I mentioned about Canvas and Atta, because
Yep.
they are the one that is, housing all this interior design. So that is one of the ways you can kind of filter it.
So does that mean if let's say that interior design firm is not listed in ATAP or Canvas, means I cannot trust them, is it?
Also depends, because I used to work with a company that is operate by a bit more elderly.
Okay.
They don't really know about this kind of social media stuff,
Okay.
and they usually just do by referrals.
Yep. Like word of mouth lah.
Yeah, word of mouth. Yeah, and they are doing a great job. So it's very great lah. But I would just say, you see what how long they have been operating for, what kind of scale of projects they have done, who are the person that is operating this firm.
Got it. So just to like context, like ATAP and Canvas can be a good tool to see if they're really legit or not. But if they're not there, I mean, do some your own research lah. Like
Yeah.
if they done any past works or not. this
Or
kind of
like
things lah.
visit, if they have an office, can visit them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to the next part, because earlier I mentioned like this is like a horror thing for me. If an ID firm suddenly just disappears and run away with my money, what are any horror story you can share as an ID that you came across as a client, so that this is just in case if I'm a client, I would love to avoid this situation or don't be this horror story.
Yeah. Oh, I see I got trauma at the time. It's usually at the time I was like, I cannot sleep. Oh God. Because the client will keep calling me.
Wait, Emily, in front a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the horror story, yeah. So okay, I engaged a client. It was a referral from actually another designer. So actually that was one of the red flags that I did not look at.
It's come from a red flag designer, is it?
From our perspective. So sure, if I say this out loud, it'll be
Never,
much
you
detail.
just don't say the name lah.
Okay. Don't come for me. I'm scared. Okay. So my friend, they have too many clients, and then they have a certain tiers.
Yep.
Right? They don't have capacity to take on another tier lah. I would say lower tier lah. So at the time we are a bit more free. So we are willing to take on another job lah. Then she said, okay, how about I pass this over to you? Then apparently they have been engaging for like more than a year.
I still haven't completed.
Haven't even started yet.
Okay.
So that was one of the references I did not look at.
Okay.
Like, okay,
1 year of talking. This is
Yeah, yeah.
This is like what's the situationship already?
yeah. So that was our relationship. It's like suddenly you very close, suddenly you like very loving, then suddenly you very distant, you cold, you like shouting at me. I'm like, what is happening?
Okay.
Like, so it was very emotionally draining. So in the beginning, everything was great. Like discussion, budgeting. I mean, because we keep it very straightforward and transparent, right? Then we will always provide all the documents required before we start the project. We need your consent in order to kickstart.
Yep.
So we did all that, everything signed, everything. Okay, start renovation. Yeah, do. Halfway there, when you start to see things,
Like almost building already.
like
lah.
you can see and feel the things that is already built up. Then the client went there. It's like, what is this? This is not what I agree with. And then we're like, but we already signed. We already discussed like more than once. You have to go through a process to be confirmed with the projects, right? With the design stage. Because they're going to be like, okay, I don't want this drawer here. I don't want that one here, blah, blah, blah. So we go through all that already. And then on the spot, it's like, this is not what we agreed on. I do not accept this.
Okay.
Like, this is not the thing that I want. They were like, huh? How? And
I mean, but we can show to them, hey, but this is what you say you want. There's a like evidence you say you want.
So we did that lah. Of course, I was like, but this one based on our past conversation and the document we signed. And then she started saying, stop telling me about the document. I never really read through the document.
That's your problem, lor.
And then we're like, you sign a legal document and then you don't look through it and then you're like pointing your fingers at other people. This is your fault. This is your fault. And the most thing that these kind of people will say, you are the designer, ma. You should figure out for us. You should be more attentive and you should be more detailed about this kind of thing. We don't know, ma. That's why we engage you. And we're like, okay. But this is a two-way relationship, right?
I know, but this is a big gaslighting lah, you know.
Yeah.
Regardless you're designer or not, you giving me a legality form, I still need to go through my own to see what you know. You can backstab me also, ma.
So if she's not accepting that,
okay,
then it became an emotional reason already. Meaning that the reason why she's being fussy is coming from an emotional side already. It's not logically already. Okay. So that one a bit hard to tackle. Okay. Because if you keep telling all this like, oh, we already signed blah blah blah, it's like doesn't really touch her lah. So one of the ways that we do is like, I kind of step back a bit first. Okay, we let this put aside first. You get a breather first, then we talk later. Yeah. So yeah, that was one of the
Has it been resolved though?
Oh, luckily yes.
So what was the compromise?
We compromised lah.
You burn money lah basically.
We burn money lah.
And then you burn the red flag ID that give you the project.
I don't think she knows also. She she even went to call that person to complain about us. She went to call, why you introduce me? We're like, huh?
Okay.
Then we both were just we are both designers, right? We just sit there like that. Huh? How?
But that's a bit weird though. I get it, emotional come to it, but in legality wise and paper like black and white, you are well protected.
Yes, if you want to be firm about it, we can. But I have to say, we also was just operating not too long ago, and we won. Yeah, we won a good reputation. We won good portfolio. So, but it's a good lesson, I would say. It creates. We know how to be more aware now. So that's one of the lessons lah we learn.
Got it.
With money lah.
Wow, that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, okay lah, I get it when you first started. You're a bit here and there, but I mean, at this age, I'll be very firm. Be like, bro, you signed this stuff.
Yeah.
We cannot change. You don't want to change? Okay, let's go better legality because I'm well protected already.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question, which is a bit more. I would say like this is running through my mind a bit. If let's say, because I know interior designers, they can create a beautiful thing out of a bare unit kind of thing. But let's say if I just want to do like the bare minimum, just to make it look nice, livable, what is the realistic budget? Like really put a number out there, a realistic budget for any people watching, because economy is not good nowadays. Some people, they bought the house, but have you seen like those TikTok meme? We only had the money for the house, no furniture, they sit on the floor. Yeah, but just to make it livable, what is the minimum budget we need to be considering?
I want to say, people will hate me for this.
2,000 is it?
No. 2,000? 2,000?
Yeah lah, go Shopee, buy some stuff.
Okay, I put into another perspective. Interior design is like, okay, you have H&M and you have a tailored, what do you call it? A
tailor-made office lah.
Yep. Not office lah, put it like in clothes lah.
Yep.
You have H&M, you can get a suit. You can also go and get a tailor-made suit.
Yep.
So what would you expect the cost would be like for each?
Yep.
It's going to be very different, right?
Yep.
So interior design actually is a tailor-made suit. So that's what interior design are good at, and that's what they are providing for. It's custom to your size. They cater for your needs. They need to know where you're wearing this outfit for, what kind of fits you want it to be like, and they know all the details about all the little like curves or whatever.
Yeah, the things that you don't know about.
So you go for interior designer because you want that. Or I would say that's what it was supposed to be like. But in Malaysia, it's a bit grey lah. So a little bit underappreciated, I would say, because that is what interior design are capable of. So in that context, I would say, how much are you willing to spend on for a tailor-made suit, right? So for me, I would set it somewhere around 100K at least.
And above.
And above.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it means you're saying anything below, we are still in the condo benchmark here. Anything below 100K is nothing doable, is it?
It's not doable. So then you go H&M, oh? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's like if I only have money to buy H&M, okay, what? I have the same thing. I still feel confidence in it. But I know that that's something that I am paying for lah. So that in interior design context is that there are certain companies out there, they are offering this kind of
packages.
Packages, yes. That's also something that I'm considering to do because I realize
there are a few. There are a few actually. I've been looking at it. I don't want to name them like, because they're not sponsoring us. But they are like those cookie cutters, templated designs. Like they will tell you this is the price. They don't say start from here, but this is the price. You will get all of this.
So the difference is when they have a certain set price, right? Can I ask people to like let me know if they are interested in this?
Okay.
I might
in the comment section be like,
I might wanna do
would you
this.
like Emily to have like a cookie cutter package?
Yeah, exactly. Because I also realize for people my age, right, it's very unfair. I want this, but I cannot afford this, to be honest, in this economy. And if I keep forcing them, you don't have money, why you don't want to, you cannot engage me. I'm like, that's a bit unfair lah. So that's something to think about. So for cookie cutters, right, it means like you were mentioning, specific size set, specific material set. It's a bit limited. But you get the job done. So that is why they can set that price.
Okay.
For bespoke or like tailor-made, it's really tailor-made. Every single detail, heights, or even the width, what kind of compartments you want, it's all planned out.
But speaking of the pricing as well, right? Is there any financial support available in the country? Because I know like a few, even let's say even if less than 100K, 50K, 40K. By the way, guys, like I recently, one of my family members renovated the kitchen. It cost like almost 5-figure and above. Just a small kitchen. And it just baffles me. Wow, this costs this much? And like, is there like, just to remind, like, is there any financial support for that? Like, other than personal loans?
I did heard, one of my friends shared with me, like, certain banks are doing something. I would love to look more into that. But for now, it's not very commonly practiced yet. Not like Singapore.
Oh, we need to get a banker here, man.
If there is, I would love to like talk to that person and figure something out for our age tiers people. You know? That would be great.
That means there is no financial support for people who just want to interior design.
Not that I know of. Maybe there is, but
got it.
Yeah, not that I know of.
Okay, so tell us more about your own company. You know, is it the Rainforest Design or just Rainforest Design?
Just Rainforest Design. Rainforest Design Studio. Okay.
So tell us more about Rainforest Design Studio. What do you do? How can you service for the audience out there watching this podcast if they want to engage with you?
Yeah, so I think throughout the conversations, you kind of had a feel of like what my direction is like. I don't really like to talk about figures. I am more of a sense person. Like I want. Okay, to me, interior design is like a bit of a sacred thing.
I feel like you're like the Zen mother at the back. Yes, child, come. There's a pillow right there.
Okay, honestly, because back then when I wanted to start doing interior designing, is that I love going IKEA, right? There's a sense of feeling for me.
It's always
right. It's like wow.
It's like wow.
I want to stay in this room.
Here.
Yes, that is the thing I want for all my clients. I want them to feel like, hey, I want to live here. I want to spend time here. That like you can envision a future in this space, right? So it's not so much on just aesthetic, not so much on just storage planning. It's what kind of story you want to bring in this space. So that is always something that I am focusing on. What kind of life you envision yourself in this space, right? And then we go into all the little details on, because you need to know your lifestyle in order to plan it out. Some people like coffee, some people like fast pace, right? So yeah, it's like tailor-making your lifestyle for your future. Yeah, so that's my focus.
Okay, so if you guys want to work with her, I will leave all the links below. And I'll put her number there. We'll contact this girl if you want to,
Yeah, so I'm more on the Zen lah. Okay, so my partner will be more focused on the okay, how much is this going to cost? How long is this going to take?
It's like after you go through the Zen part, okay, the door is next there.
Yeah, exactly. So you pass me here and I can go to the next one.
Okay.
So that we cover up. Okay, that's also why rainforest was created. Rainforest is a fruit from me and my partner, which is also my cousin. I'm more on the softer side. He's more on the yang. We call it yin and yang lah.
Okay.
So it's like he's the rock, and I'm like
I don't know, man. I met his cousin. He doesn't feel like a yang. he looks like you actually. The most zenner part.
In our vibe, yes, we are very zen. But the way he operates and the way he do things, he's a bit more pa. I'm more like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, any last advice you want to give to the audience in terms of like working with an ID?
Yeah,
Before we
I
end
think
the
I give
podcast?
a few here and there, but I think the most important one is feel them out lah. Feel them out, do some background checks.
Not literally, guys. Fill them out, like, you know.
Don't go there, like, not very smooth, I don't want. Yeah. So have a conversation with them. You know, like, okay, can go and try out a few. But I think a lot of people are doing is they getting the money side. They fill out the money side, but not so much on the partnership side. It's a partnership for at least 3 to 6 months. You want to deal with this person for 3 to 6 months or not?
Yep.
Right? You want to be in a relationship with this person or not?
Yep.
Yeah. So think that lah. Like when you engage a designer, see it as, okay, I'm trying to make a new friend or I'm trying to find a new partner. What would you do?
Okay. Take it slow, guys. Take it slow. You know, decide.
Not too slow lah.
No. I mean, take it slow in terms of deciding who you want to work
Correct.
with, not in terms of like
Be
actually
intentional.
working.
Be
Yeah.
intentional of your decisions. Like what do you want? And then you will find the right one, I would say.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for almost an hour worth of entertainment and education regarding about IDs. So if you guys have any more questions regarding about designing your home, do let us know in the comment section below, and I will force Emily to comment down there with her knowledge one. She's very zen one, you know.
Yeah.
But also, if you guys want us, who else you guys want us to bring as well? I'm also thinking about like bringing an actual banker to think about like, you know, what are the financial aid available for housing structures and all? Because like the whole topic surrounding this is about first home ownership and all lah. So if you guys want that, you know, do let us know in the comment section as well. So thank you guys for watching and hope you guys have a good day. See you guys.